Michael, I can't bring one of these home with you. You're just going to have to come out here and check it out for yourself, all right?
Shucks. All right, well, thank you very much, Joe. Have a good time.
You got it.
All right, well, speaking of cars, what if you have a car that's sitting out in your driveway, it's just collecting rust, and you don't want to trade it in because that means you have to get a new car? What if you had a chance to trade in that car for cash right on the spot? Well, our next guest is going to help you make your life a little bit easier. Mark Sims from CarMark is joining us. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, explain how this works. If you have a car that you don't want anymore, you own it outright, and you want to trade it in, you don't want to get a new car. Explain what your company does.
We offer someone cash for their car on the spot. Someone that's had a change in their driving habits, or someone in the family's had a change in their driving habits. They were a 3-car family and 2 is fine. They had a child and went to a city like New York City. They no longer need a car. Or they had an elderly parent and one of those parents doesn't need to drive anymore. Or it could even be someone that maybe took out, thought they wanted 3 cars for 2 drivers, and with this economy they want to scale back a little and they still on that car. We can accommodate that situation.
What I think this is really good for is a lot of people might say, well, I'm going to do it on my own. They put it in the classifieds, which could take months, if not years. It could just be sitting there, or even putting it on Craigslist, and you just don't know what kind of person you get on Craigslist. So this seems like a really simple way just to take their car to your spot and get cash on the spot.
It is. It's a very seamless, easy way. I mean, it's
not rocket science?
It's not rocket science. And they might be paying insurance on a car that's just sitting in the driveway. And in this climate, that car is going to deteriorate. If they've made a decision that they definitely want that car out of their driveway, I would say we're the best resource for that.
That's an interesting point. The car might be paid off, but they still have to pay insurance on it. So that's
yes.
a great way
and license plates. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. So how does it come? How do you appraise a car? How is your appraisal different from the others?
They pull in with the car. They show us evidence that they are indeed the owner of it, driver's license, and the driver's license matching the title of the car. And we might run a Carfax on it, put it up in the air, and in 10 minutes we tell them what we'll offer them for it.
You could literally drive to your location, say, hey, I want to sell this. You get your appraisers there, they appraise it, and within 10, 15 minutes, just give them a check and they can walk out hands-free?
Absolutely. If they set an appointment up ahead of time, that's how long it'll take.
So they definitely do need to set it up. You just can't pull into your say, okay, I want cash.
It'll take a little bit longer if they pull in and just say, hey, I'm here to sell this car to you.
What if they're
maximum half hour, let's say.
I tell you what, if you walk away with some money in your pocket, I don't think a half an hour is too long to wait. What about the people that might not be available at that time and they take a picture? Can they take a picture of their car and send it to you and get an appraisal there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our only caveat to that is that we're going to say that we would like them to describe it mechanically because we can't see the car in person. So that'd be great if they can send us, a good, 10 photos of the car, and maybe give us some maintenance history of the car, and just let us know how it performs mechanically.
I'm assuming eventually you would have to bring the car in so you guys can actually look through it and make sure that all those 10 pictures checks out?
If you're dealing with someone though that is an unusual situation, we need to go to their home to do that. We can accommodate that also.
Are your offers negotiable? You're going to get a lot of people out there that will want to negotiate the price.
Sure, they are, but keep in mind the market goes up and goes down. So.
And lastly, there are going to be people out there that might have a car that's 30 years old. It's a clunker. Do you take everything? Are there specific cars that you take? Explain.
We don't deal in something like an antique or especially something extremely expensive, let's say in the over $30,000 or so, and nothing more than like 15 years old. And we do not deal with clunkers, unfortunately. We believe that the best use for those cars is that they go to a green recycler that's going to melt that car down, and we'll make another, the manufacturers will make another car out of that car.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for coming on the show. I think it's going to make a lot of people out there happy knowing that they could just get rid of that car and walk out of there with cash for a new one. So,
well, thank you, Michael.
I appreciate it. If you want to contact Mark Sims at CarMark, give him a call, 440-442-7700. Or just go to sellyourcarstore.com for more information and how it works. Coming up on Good Company today, we're going to tackle the issue of sleep apnea. Then, Josh Groban tickets are right around the corner, and my belly's rumbling because we are cooking in the kitchen braised short ribs. How does that, oh my Lord, look at how good that looks. We'll be right back with more Good Company today.
This segment of Good Company was paid for by Carmark.
It all started with my mom and dad. They taught us everything they knew about making quality pasta sauce.
It all with my grandparents. They showed us the meaning of dedication and hard work.
It all started with my great-grandmother.